right in your...
Tired of the snow? Tired of the bad TV signals? Nigeria has gone digital. Introducing Free TV, the national platform for every Nigerian. Get 100 plus channels immediately. Sports, news and entertainment in your native language with clear picture quality. Whether you're in the city, no monthly subscription, just a compatible decoder and you are set. It's a national asset built for you. Take the show on the road, download the Free TV app and stream your favorite channels.
You're on to news analysis coming to you live on Politics and Business Television, Abuja. Good afternoon, many thanks for joining us. I'm Nikki Atta and the headlines. APC kicks as INEC extends deadline for presidential NASS nomination list. Federal government suspends proposed NECO fees hike amid backlash. Ex-Minister of Science Uche Naji docked, denies certificate forgery. Nigeria, Benin Customs fortify border security with geospatial technology partnership. On the foreign scene, allies to muster more air defense aid for Ukraine. Details of these and more after the break. Please stay with us. APC has rejected the decision by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to extend the deadline given to political parties to upload the list of nominated candidates ahead of next year's general elections. INEC's National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, Mohammed Kudu Haruna, in a statement, noted that the Commission's review of the deadline was based on requests by the leadership of the Forum of Existing Political Parties, the Inter-Party Advisory Council. But the National Publicity Secretary of the APC, Barrister Felix Morka, has faulted the Commission's decision. He has accused the electoral body of succumbing to pressures from opposition parties. The Commission at the weekend disclosed its intention to extend its timeline to Tuesday. And the federal government has suspended the proposed review of registration fees for the 2027 West African Senior School Examination Certificate Examination, WASC, and the National Examinations Council, NECO, Senior School Certificate Examination, SSCE. In a statement on Monday by its Director of Press and Public Relations, Mrs. Folashade Boriowo, the Federal Ministry of June 18, 2026 had been withdrawn to allow for wider consultations and a comprehensive review. Boriowo explained that the initial proposal was driven by prevailing economic realities and the rising cost of conducting credible national examinations. And the former Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Uche Naji, has pleaded not guilty to allegations of forging his university degree and his NYSC discharge certificate brought against him by the federal government. The former minister was arraigned before Justice Joyce Abdul Malik of the Federal High Court in Abuja on Monday. In a short ruling, the trial judge granted the defendant bail in the sum of 20 million naira with one surety, who must not be below the level of 15 in the federal civil service. The surety must be residing in Abuja. Other terms of bail include that Naji deposits his official and personal passports. And you're still watching news analysis right here on Politics and Business Television Abuja. Still to come, the Nigeria Customs Service and its counterpart in the Republic of Benin enter a new partnership to strengthen border surveillance. Details of these and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. The Nigeria Customs Service and its counterpart in the Republic of Benin have entered a new partnership on geospatial technology to strengthen border surveillance, improve economic security, and enhance the management of their shared border corridor. The collaboration was unveiled during a strategic meeting at the ECOWAS Conference Hall in the Semi-Joint Border Post. The head of geospatial at the Nigeria Customs Service, Deputy Controller Labaran Ahmed, said that Nigeria, Benin, Côte exposed to Russian ballistic missiles. That's in spite of recent shifts in momentum on the battlefield. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will be joined by at least 25 leaders for a meeting of the Coalition of the Willing. That's part of a broader effort that includes putting together a common position that could be taken to Russia and security guarantees to support any eventual peace deal. Monday's meeting comes days after a NATO summit that aimed to show transatlantic unity and long-term support for Ukraine. And the 2026 FIFA World Cup has entered the semi-final stage. Let's find out more as we join Abel Sunday for Sports News.
Hello, welcome to P&B Sport News. Powerhouse France clashes with rivals Spain. Then on Wednesday in Atlanta, Jude Bellingham's England takes on Lionel Messi's and Argentina. But it's not all celebration in shaking at the age of 25. The devastating news comes just a week after he's publicly represented Bafana in 3 group stage matches, helping his country reach a historic knockout stage. Tributes are pouring in from FIFA and the global football fraternity as authorities investigate the circumstances surrounding his untimely passing. And finally, moving to grass court of London, tennis history has been made. Italy's Jannik Sinner has successfully defended his Wimbledon single title. Sinner roared back from a set down to defeat Germany's Alexander in a 4-set thriller, capturing his 5th career Grand Slam. That's your P&B Sport News update. I'm Abel Sunday. Over to Mickey to wrap up the rest of today's news analysis.
A very sad one there to hear that a 25-year-old and representing Africa in the sense that he's representing South Africa at the World Cup, Jaden Adams, sadly passed away over the weekend, and may the soul of the dearly departed rest in peace. All right, thank you very much, Abel Sunday, for that sports wrap-up of candidates' name submission to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Now, INEC had given 12 midnight of Saturday as the final day for different political parties to upload their candidates' names, especially for the presidential and vice presidential, as well as governorship and other candidates, so that they could start processing those names. But in a shocking twist, about midnight thereabout, 1 a.m., same Saturday, came a new directive from the INEC saying that the date for submission had now been extended by 3 days, giving up to Tuesday, which is actually tomorrow, as a new deadline. Now, some people have all the going back and forth for releasing of the codes. The codes were finally released to the parties. And then about 1 a.m., the same INEC extended the deadline to Tuesday. What do you make of that extension?
Yeah, actually, we know how INEC they are doing their work, and when you take a look at what is happening in democracy in Nigeria, you will see INEC turn to be something else, because when they talk about something, a couple of days, then they will just change what they have discussed about it to the political parties. So now we have already submitted our candidate, and I'm part of the candidate, and they have submitted my name.
Congratulations.
State, from the state, they brought it to the INEC office. So what we have seen, we are seeing that ruling party, the APC, they have not even make their house intact. There is a lot of controversies. There is a lot of crisis in their party. So that is why you see INEC will limp in their leg. They don't want to do something straightforward. They don't want to do something, because when you take a look at how the ruling party right now, the way that they have done their primary election, you will see there is a lot of error. There is a lot of issue. There is a lot of controversy. You see, that's why they have not even given their candidate the return certificate. Almost 70 candidates they have lost traffic, which they are incumbent. They are candidates in the party. So this one is paying Mr. President. Mr. President is confused, thinking that where to start. Is it going to meet the governors, or governors are they going to meet Mr. President? So from there, that's why they are putting INEC into action.
Okay. You believe that the confusion is not emanating directly from INEC, but coming rather from the ruling All Progressives Congress. On the other hand, the All Progressive, but you see, the All Progressive Congress, via their spokesman Felix Moka, is saying that it is rather INEC that is bending and dancing.
Yeah, actually, this is what we expect him to say, because they are the one that the issue is that when you look at how the APC ruling party did their primary election, you will see there is a lot of help, there is a lot of compromise, there is a lot of controversy. So that's why they are trying to clear all these things on air. They are trying to put their house into order, which will not even be in order. So we, opposition party, we are very tactical and very careful with the INEC law-abiding order. So that's why we always accept what INEC announced. Okay, we do it. Our leaders in the party, they will try to put off pressure that let's do this thing in the right way, because we don't have time. We don't have. There is no any favor to opposition party. Most especially NDC and ADC. This is the party that the government put eyes on it, that trying to see any error, any misconduct, then they will terminate them. They will take it to court. They will start saying that they should resign this party. So that's why we, opposition party, we are very careful. Already submitted my name since a couple of weeks. So we are not after that. Now what we are waiting, the announcement of starting campaigning. This is what we are waiting. We have already put ours out in that, from primary election, from affirmation, from everything that that INEC have been giving us the guidance. We have done it.
Okay, well, let me read a part of the excerpts from their statement. It says here, the APC argued that the opposition parties with significantly fewer candidates to process still failed to meet the deadlines. And that's a development he said should worry Nigerians. The development provides yet another clear indication of the opposition's chronic inherent weakness and raises legitimate questions about their operational capacity. Said Nigerians should be worried that if these political parties cannot efficiently conclude their own internal nominating processes, they cannot possibly be trusted by Nigerians to process with competence and discipline, or show their readiness to govern our great nation of its substantial governments. Now, you say your party, the Nigeria Democratic Congress, NDC, had met up the deadline. You also say that other opposition political parties are on their toes, in case of any turn back from
ruling party. They have not even meet up. They are all the criteria, the demand that INEC been given, the guideline that INEC give to the political parties. So that's why I tell you that ruling party APC are linking their legs not to go what INEC, not to do the guidance that INEC give in time. Because I'm telling you, our parties, we did affirmation. What is affirmation? Sometimes we have not having a candidate unless you say, okay, Mr. A, that we have seen that you are credible, you can win this election, but get the ticket. So think about this thing. I'm just bringing something that is a secret to our party. I'm just telling you because I want you to clear. I just want to clear the air. I want you to understand and Nigerians to understand the position that someone is there. I think that is something that I want Nigerians to understand. The problem is coming from the APC, from the ruling party. So this is what is going on. Not a penny more, not a penny less.
Okay, well, now when that's parties, what's the next agenda, the next item on the agenda?
Yeah, the next step that we are waiting or we are expecting from INEC is to announce the general campaign. We are waiting for them to announce because we have already made up all the criteria, all the rules, regulation for the INEC, and we are all abiding the law of what INEC bring. So our party doesn't have any problem, and I believe somehow I can talk about the ADC because we are just like the opposition parties, and we are working hand in hand, as in not what seeing that we youth normally youth are joining these two parties that you have seen. So the next step that
Off of campaigns, start off of electioneering in Nigeria, let me put an iffy situation that has come before the media now, and that is the possibility of tenure elongation by the House of Senate, particularly, which was brought by Okweyemi Bamidele, asking for a 6-year tenure for the president. Now, if the plan is for the incumbent to, like he's already contesting for a second term, get the second term, and then represent that bill, right? If 6 years, the bill for the 6-year single tenure comes through, and then he will be the first beneficiary, that will bring an extension to the life of the administration to go from 8 years to 14 years. In the event that it's even passed now, it will still extend it from 8 years to 10. What's your take on this possibility of a tenure elongation by the APC government right now?
Yeah, madam, actually, when you take a look at the process, is something that has to pass through National Assembly. And this bill is just like a date of arrival, It's something that they have already, they read it first state, they always they used to read it like 3 times. They read it first reading, second reading, we have not even heard the third reading. And we think that this thing, when we come on board, we are thinking that when you look at NDC, our own manifesto and ideology, you will see that it's only 4 tenure that southern part of the country, they ruled the country for 4 years. When Peter Obi did 4 years, so this thing in the date of arrival, we are not going to continue with this interest. I can use it. This is their interest. This is what they want, because they want to be in power all the time. So I think that it's not going. The bill is not going anywhere, because it's only first reading. I don't think they have done the second reading, because I'm not longer in National Assembly because of my this political aspirant. I'm a political aspirant, so that's why I have already resigned. So I didn't know anything much about that, but I had a did the first read, and we are hoping when our president came in, Peter Obi, then we think that this is going to be dead on arrival. Thank you, madam.
Yeah, but in as much as that's the thinking of the NDC, what about the rest of Nigerians? Should it be something to be worried about? Because if you look around the African continent, we've noticed that leader upon leader, region round the regions, once they step into that position, they become sit-tight. That's why the world knows us to be sit-tight African rulers and all that. But time in and time again, look at Cameroon right next door. We've look at a place like even Rwanda that we all admire. Even then, Paul Kagame has been on seat for the past nothing less than how many years and still counting. So this, don't you think this could be a problem for Nigerians to think about speaking out right now? Or you really believe it's just a dead on arrival issue?
Yeah, madam, actually, if I'm going to speak on behalf of Nigerians, and I'm going to say my own opinion.
Right, say yours.
It's very good. It's a very good bill, but we don't want this bill to implement on this ruling party, APC. After when we win the election, NDC, Peter Obi came on board as a president, then we can sit down and amend the constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's a very good, bill. But the issue is that it's good to be changing, leaders 4 years by 4 years. That's why when you look at how Americans are doing their own, you see that it's 5 years. So in the next 4 years, we believe our own manifesto and ideology for our president, Peter Obi and Dr. Rabiu Musa Pokoso, when they come on board, in the next 2 years, they will change all these kind of corruption, being forging agency, all this phoning money, bribery and corruption, illegalities that is going on. So we believe our leader, Mr. Peter Obi and Dr. Rabiu Musa Pokoso, based on their integrity and personality, we don't think they will continue doing it in 4 years. They have not done anything in this country, because you look at the ruling party, how the leaders are they. When you look at them by your face, you begin to start crying. Madam, I'm going to stop on this junction, because I don't want to move forward, because the thing is paying me. I see Nigeria. I want new Nigeria. We want new Nigeria. We want new Nigeria, because we tired of all this. Look at them. We are talking. See the network. How is Igbo